pananaw at opinyon ng pag-uulat ng mag-uulat sa programang ito ay hindi ang pangunahing posisyon o pahayag ng pamumunuan ng organisasyong ito. The views and opinions expressed in this live report are those of the presenter and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the management of this organization. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Inclusive Report. Today is Thursday, April 7, 2022. I am Carlos Miguel Kanahashi, your host for today, and my technical supervisor is Sir Mark Betita. We are now broadcasting simultaneously on InkluRadio and to be viewed on the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. We shall commence our presentation in just a moment and we will be back after our commercials. Now this.
Meron akong pangarap para sa aking pamilya, para sa aking kapwa, at para sa bayan. Kahit mahirap, kahit masakit, mahal ko kayong lahat. Kahit anong mangyari, ikaw, ako, tayo. Ating isisigaw sa mundo. Inklusibong may tatak, angat buhay itatahak. Matapang pa rin tayo. Ang tropa, hindi nang iiwan. Ang senyas, isang instrumento. Ilang beses matumba, tayo huling babangon. Luman ang ating pinagaling. Tayo ay muling liliwan. Para sa pangarap, para sa pamilya, at para sa bayan. Tayo ang bilang. Tuloy ang inclusion.
Welcome back to the Inclusive Report. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we will discuss to you about self-care. When you say self-care, what does this mean? Why do we need to have self-care? It's because this is the things we need to do in order to take care of ourselves. So without further ado, here now is our topic. Sir Mark, can you share our PowerPoint, please? Thank you. Okay, our topic for the inclusive report for this day is about self-care. Next slide, please. So let us define what self-care is. Self-care is multi-dimensional, multifaceted process of purposeful engagement in strategies that promote well-being and healthy functioning. This term describes a conscious act a person takes in order to promote their own physical, mental, and emotional health. It is being aware of and honoring what I need at the present moment. What does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? We need to have self care in order to enhance our well being and to stay healthy as well. Next slide, please. The essence of self care is that, according to the WHO, it will help us promote health, prevent disease, and to help people better cope with illness or sicknesses. Next slide, please. For the types of self-care, we have physical care, social self-care, mental self-care, spiritual self-care, emotional self-care. So let's explain this to you one by one. In physical self-care, we need to take care of your body. There is a strong connection between your mind and your body. When you're caring, you think and feel better. You should include how you're fueling your body, how much sleep you're getting, how much physical activity that you're doing, and how will you take care for your physical needs, like taking medicines, healthcare appointments, and managing your health. is part of your physical self-care. Next slide, please. For social self-care, we need to socialize because we need to have close connections to other people. You should put time and energy into building your relationship with others. There isn't a certain number of hours you should devote to your friends, your family, and your work on your relationship. Everyone has different social needs. The key is, ladies and gentlemen, is to figure out what your social needs are and to build enough time in your schedule to create an optimal social life. Why? Because we need to show our well-being, ladies and gentlemen. Next slide, please. In mental self-care, we need to think as well through the use of our critical thinking and our common sense. Why? We need to fill up our minds with the use of puzzles, learning a subject that interests you, read books or watch movies that will inspire your free will and mind. Mental self-care involves doing things that are mentally healthy, like practicing self-compassion and acceptance, because it will help you maintain an inner dialogue in a healthy manner, ladies and gentlemen. Next slide, please. In spiritual self-care, religion and spirituality is generating a healthier lifestyle. When you do meditation like yoga, self-care is important in spirituality because nurturing your spirit and have deeper has however does not have to involve religion. It can involve anything like a deeper sense of meaning, understanding, or connection with the universe. Attending religious services or praying is very important in spiritual self-care, especially here in Hands and Inclusion, because we put God first, regardless of our religion. And in the Philippines, we observe Sunday is a day of rest and faith, ladies and gentlemen. Next slide, please. Lastly, it's emotional self-care. We need to cope up our feelings. Wherever you talk to your friend about how you feel, it's important to incorporate emotional self-care into your life because you need to set aside time for leisure activities that will help you process your emotions. If you're feeling angry, if you're anxious, if you're sad, if you're stressed, you have to express your feelings regularly and safely and include activities that will help you acknowledge as well in order to cope your emotions. Next slide, please. Why is self-care important? It's because it reduces anxiety, reduce stress, improve our happiness, increase energy to reduce burnout and stronger interpersonal relationship. How can we develop our self-care plan, ladies and gentlemen? Next slide, please. We need to assess our needs. We need to list down what we need to do, like work, school, and relationship, and other things that happen in your life. When you consider your stressors, think about the aspects of these areas that cause stress and consider some ways you might address. To devise self-care strategies, think about some activities that you can do that will help you feel better in each of these areas of your life. Spending time with your family, your friends can have a build healthy social connections. To plan your challenges, create a plan when you are discovering that you neglect a certain aspect of your life. Next slide, please. To take small steps, you don't have to tackle everything all at once. You should do it one by one. Unti-unti lang, ladies and gentlemen. When you focus on your needs, you have to schedule the things you need to do first. You will find out that you are operating more effectively and efficiently when you focus on your needs. Next slide, please. Self-care is been defined as the process of taking care of oneself with behaviors that promote health and active management of illness when it occurs. Individuals engage in some form of self-care daily with food choices, exercise, sleep, and dental care. You are being mindful of your own needs, so you have to be able to support the people you are caring about. Take care of yourself is very important because you need to meet the needs of others, ladies and gentlemen. As we close our topic, we need to remind to us that self-care is very important because we can take care of ourselves. Dapat, dapat alagaan natin ang ating sarili natin. Ito ay ginawa ito hindi lamang sa atin, kundi sa ating lahat yan, ladies and gentlemen. Next slide, please. Now is the time for the next part of our show. Let us have our election 2022 updates. COMELEC has created a task force to crack down on disinformation affecting the integrity of the electoral process. COMELEC Commissioner George Erwin Garcia said yesterday that the task force contra fake news is composed of a fellow commissioner in charge and a vice chairman that is the commissioner of the whole body. The directors of Education and Information, Law and Information and Technology departments, representatives from the COMELEC office of the chairman. Garcia said the task force will make a point that we are so desirous of eliminating any attempt of everyone, any individual or entity to destroy the credibility of our electoral process. However, he said it will not police the information, disinformation, or fake news concerning politicians. He said, it is only against the institution, against the integrity of the commission, but the task force will not go against anyone who is opposing the COMELEC or anyone who is criticizing COMELEC, but any fake news directed against the integrity will go against them. We will file a case against them. We will utilize the full force of the law, including the joint forces of the PNP and the NBI cybercrime to track down this misinformation or fake news. The task force is currently drafting their guidelines. He said, pinag-comment lang nila kung yung kanilang mga counterpart. Yung mga partner agencies, pati ang NBI, pinagsasubmit ang kanilang comment how to proceed. He explained that the body will not also concern itself with the disqualification case arising from vote buying so that it has have to be covered by a separate complaint. He said, magkakaiba kasi magkaiba yung opisina yung maghahandle. A disqualification case involving this nature will be filed before the court. The task force will consider this information a violation of the Cybercrime Prevention Act. He said, we have lots of punishable acts under the revised penal code. There is no announcement yet on who will lead the task force. And that concludes our election 2022 updates. Next slide, please. Let us have the time to get to know our election candidates. It's entitled Sino Ka? Know your candidates in the May 9, 2022 elections. Next slide, please. Our featured candidate for today is Francis Leo Marcos. He's running for senator this year. He is an internet personality and running as an independent senatorial aspirant. He ran for a senatorial seat in 2013, but he was declared as a nuisance bet by the COMELEC. He rose on social media due to his popularity and philanthropic acts, which he shared on these platforms. For this May 9, 2022, let's vote wisely in the elections. Okay, next slide, please. Now is the time for our announcements. As part of our continuing efforts to support the Hans Inclusion Philippines organization, we urge everyone to purchase our products in the Hans in Inclusion Philippines online shop. The products that we are selling are the Hans Inclusion Philippines t-shirts from sizes arranged between small to triple XL, prices arranged between 325 and 375 pesos, with the colors of white, blue, pink, red, green, yellow, mustard gold, and black. For the tote bags, it's 190 to 200 pesos with the colors of black, white, pink, blue, and yellow. If you want to buy, kindly message us. We'll be very strict on payments. Payment first before purchase. We're accepting payments on GCash and Union Bank, and we will deliver via GoGo Express and LBC. Next slide, please. The online shop for Hansen Inclusion temporarily closed for areas under Alert Level 5, but it will continue to serve in Alert Levels 1 to 4 only. And 12 midnight to 11:59 p.m. is our operating hours. If you want to check your orders, please visit the Hands Inclusion Philippines Facebook page. Email us at hansen.inclusion@gmail.com. Next slide, please. So, as part of the continuing efforts to support the Hansen Inclusion Philippines organization, we at Hansen Inclusion Philippines needs your help. To be honest, many of us have already been struggling with the financial problems of the organization. So regardless, no matter what, it doesn't really matter if the amount is smaller or larger. It will be a great big help to us. How can you do this? Scan and donate using GCash and this QR code, or you may donate using Union Bank as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Please lang, please continue to support Hands Inclusion Philippines for its fundraising project. We're aiming to raise funds in the organization. Let us have the time to rebuild to have a bigger, better, and a bolder Hands Inclusion Philippines. Proceeds from the donations and for your sales in the online shop will go to us and Hands Inclusion for the expenses, the financial aid of the members due to the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, and also the formality of our organization, including the SEC registration in the future. So guys, for those who did this, we begrudged it and thank you for your continuous generosity and for your support in advance. Before we go on to our next slide, so if you want to purchase bracelets from Ate Lady Jane Torres, you may message her on LJane Accessories or you may contact her on WhatsApp. Next slide, please. If you have problems with your laptop, if it's MacBook or with Apple and Windows, if you have problems with your Android and iOS phones and tablet, or if you want to download music, games, and movies, Sir Mark Nikita is here to assist you. How can you do this? You may message him on Mark PC Laptop Repair Services through his contact number 0947-355-4759 or make message him on Facebook, Mark Paulo Betita. Next slide, please. Okay. Here are some of the events coming up for the month of April in Best Buddies Philippines. First, tomorrow we'll be having Friendship Friday, Summer Salad Series. On April 9, we'll be back with Teacher Lee of the Atma Prema Well-Being Group entitled I Can Set Healthy Boundaries. And then after the Holy Week break, it is Buddies Be Friends on April 22. On April 23, we'll have I Can Find Lessons in All of My Experiences. April 29 is Buddies Be Friends. And April 30 is I can focus and center myself. So if you want to join these events for Best Buddies Philippines, follow Best Buddies Philippines on Facebook and Instagram. Send them a message and they will send you the registration form and the link as well. Remember, especially this year that we are on an election year, Best Buddies Philippines is a non-profit, non-denominational, and a non-political organization. We support clean and fair elections and do not endorse any political party or candidate. As members of Best Buddies Philippines, please refrain from endorsing a candidate during the activities of Best Buddies Philippines. In Best Buddies Philippines, make a friend, be a friend. Next slide, please. If you're hungry, especially for your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or for your merienda or any occasions, then you want to order some of the foods from the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant and the Kuya Korea Restaurant. For the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant, the menus are for the rice bowl, we have beef for our all-day breakfast, rather, tapa sobra, chicken tocino, corned beef brisket, homemade spam, and beef salpicao. Sizes are ranged between solo to large. Prices are ranged between 265 pesos, 1,450 pesos. Next slide, please. For our rice trays, we have beef bulgogi, beef shawarma, beef gyudon, pork, crackling beets, pork belly bird, and star chicken, and boneless fried chicken. Sizes are ranged between solo to large, and prices are ranged between 265 pesos to 1,700 pesos. Next slide, please. For the sandwich, you have the fried chicken sandwich, pulled pro sandwich, corned beef sandwich, and chicken tocino sandwich. Sizes are ranged between regular, large, solo, and box of course. Prices are ranged between 260 320 pesos to 1,540 pesos. Next slide, please. For the pasta, we have mac and cheese and penne and gorgonzola. Sizes are ranged between solo to large. Prices are ranged between 265 290 pesos to 1,350 pesos. Next slide, please. Here are the ways that you can order in the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant. Step 1, head over to the website of Sobra Comfort Food. Select the dishes you want to order. Choose between pick up or delivery. Pay conveniently to any of the safe integrated payment methods, and your order is confirmed. Expect updates via text or email. Next slide, please. If you want to create or something Korean, then we want to order some of the foods in the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant. And also, we're in this next slide, Kuya Korea Restaurant. For the Kuya Korea Restaurant, the menus are for the rice bowls, beef bibimbap, beef bulgogi, pork samgyup, and K-pop chicken. Prices are ranged between 195 to 220 pesos. For the chicken, for the boneless popcorn chicken, sizes are ranged between half to whole. Prices are ranged between 235 to 455 pesos. For the flavors of gochu, ganjang, chicken, and K-buffalo. If you want to order there, please check the Kuya Korea website for your orders as well. Next slide, please. Lastly, follow Hansen Inclusion Philippines on our social media pages and the digital platforms as well. It would be appreciated for you guys to do this as early as now. Follow us on Facebook, Hansen Inclusion PH, InkluRadyo, InkluSports, InkluNihan, InkluGaming, and the online shop. Instagram, Hansen Inclusion PH, Twitter, HNI Pilipinas, Kumu, HNI Philippines, and also subscribe to the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. So guys, for those who did this, thank you very much. Next slide, please. Now's the time for our greetings from Sir Mark Betita. Shout outs to Antropang PWD, Lady Jean Perese, Annalyn Lopez, Sayuri Garcia, Cherry Ann Chen Aquino, Jason Delegencia, Rosemary Sorondo, and the Palmera Boys. And for to those who are celebrating their birthdays today, happy birthday and expect the more birthdays to come. For those who are celebrating their anniversaries, happy anniversary as well. And also, for me, shout outs and greetings to my family, to HNI Inclusion Philippines, Best Buddies Philippines, Best Buddies Benilde, and other PWD organizations, and to my high school and college friends. To those who are watching, it may be a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are in a good mood, but if not, you may use this time to improve on your mental health and your well-being as well. To those who are watching me on InkluRadio, thank you very much as well. If you missed this episode, it will be premiered on the next day on the Hans Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Next slide, please. Let us have our quote for the day. Next slide, please. Self-care is being aware and of and honoring what I need in the present moment. I can take care of myself. I believe that self-care is not selfish and that it is necessary for me to thrive and be the best version of myself. Sir Mark, can you disable the share screen, please? And open cam, please. So before we wrap up, let us remember that self-care is what we need in order to take care of ourselves. Dapat kailangan natin alagaan ang ating sarili para hindi tayo nilagay sa panganib at aberya sa ating sarili. That's why we need to show self-care to be healthy and safe as well. Okay, that's a wrap for the Inclusive Report for Thursday, April 7, 2022. I will be back again this coming Saturday and Sunday for the One Inclusion Live weekend, magpayo tayo kay inclusion, and the special report Sunday. On behalf of Hands in Inclusion and InkluRadyo, I am Carlos Kanahashi, your host for today. Together with me is Sir Mark Betita as my technical supervisor. Awang Diyos, makakaraan pa tayo. Sama-sama tayong lalaban para sa pangarap, pamilya at bayan hanggang sa ating tatak para sa One Inclusion Nation. Muli, magandang gabi at pagpalain nawa tayo ng puong may kapal. May the mighty God bless us all. Ngayong ikalima ng anibersaryo, makatotohanang inklusyon, angat buhay ang solusyon. Sa HNI, posible. Pilipinas, God first. HNI, God first. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed evening to all and a goodbye for now. Goodbye and thank you. Bye for now. Thank you, Sir Mark.